You just delivered a 50 megawatt solar park. Your PVsyst performance ratio (PR) is a rock solid 82%. Congratulations! After 1 year, when you look at your monitoring data of the park, the PR is 77%. That is a 5% difference. The gap is not a rounding error or a miscalculation. It is a 5% permanent revenue loss. Although you have built a good simulation of the park, but you have also built a physical asset that is underperforming its design promise. I'm Lakshmikant and I currently manage solar assets worth over 200 megawatt peaks across multiple sites in Europe. Every day we rely on PVsyst for design and yield simulation. It's an incredible engineering tool, but it has one fundamental flaw. PVsyst models the best possible technical case, the clean modules, perfect weather conditions, zero downtime version of your solar park. But once the plant is built and handed over, we step into real operational world with soiling, sensor drift, inverter trips and degradation issues. That's where asset management begins. It tells you what is actually happening to your plant and how to bring it back on contract. In this video, we will explore 3 biggest discrepancies between simulation and reality. The first major discrepancy is soiling. PVsyst treats soiling as a fixed loss over a month or a year, between 1.5% to 3%. But in real world, soiling is never constant. It builds up every dry day, possibly reaching 5 to 6% even higher during summer, and drops instantly after a rainfall. That's why asset managers don't rely on assumption. They track performance of the park to pinpoint the cleaning threshold. Cleaning is not about timing, it's about return on investment. We clean only when the cost of lost energy surpasses the cost of cleaning. This is active management, replacing PVsyst static input with a dynamic data-driven strategy. The second major discrepancy is inverter clipping. PVsyst assumes your inverter perfectly converts all DC power up to its rated AC limit. But heat, oversizing and control behavior make that limit far more dynamic. Every inverter has a thermal derating curve. Above approximately 45 degrees Celsius, its firmware reduces output current to protect components. So even before DC-AC limit is reached, the effective AC power starts to flatten. Now add DC oversizing, say 1.3 DC-AC ratio. Around solar noon, the array pushes 1.3 megawatt DC into 1 megawatt inverter. PVsyst clips it mathematically, but it doesn't account for how long the inverter stays in clipping due to heat and ramp down hysteresis. Those 25 minutes can mean 2 to 3% annual energy loss. That's not just lower performance, it's revenue leakage. Real asset managers model this using inverter telemetry to reclaim that high value energy. The final major gap is degradation drift, the long-term financial risk. PVsyst assumes a simple linear performance law, often fixed at 0.5% per year, is clean and satisfies the financial model. But reality doesn't always follow a straight line. In the field, degradation is rarely linear. Many sites lose nearly 1% annually in early production before stabilizing. That widening drift, the area between simulated and actual performance, is your evidence. It represents unrecovered yield, lost revenue, and potential warranty breach. The asset manager's responsibility is to monitor this deviation continuously and identify when the manufacturer's guaranteed performance has been violated. We don't wait a decade for a degradation test. With continuous PR monitoring, we can identify abnormal decay by year 3 or 4 and initiate warranty claims early, recovering capital before losses compound. Closing the degradation gap is what protects investors' long-term capital. When we quantify discrepancies from soiling to clipping to degradation drift, we turn them into financial opportunities. The asset manager's core job is to run the performance analysis. It is important to know in real time how much performance you are losing relative to your guarantee. PVsyst is a design tool. It is a powerful tool, but without active asset management, your design target becomes a lost opportunity.